So after making my Shavkat Rakhmonov video talking about how he got removed from the rankings, I've been thinking to myself because in that video I was talking about how you know they removed Shavkat Rakhmonov for the entirety of the top 15, but Colby Covington is still in the top 15 somehow, despite having no top 15 wins. In the past we've seen Stipe Miocic stay basically at number two for like being inactive for like literally 2 years. And what else? John Jones just being able to hold a belt and do absolutely nothing with it for an entire year. So this video, I want to talk about how the UFC rankings recently have just been an absolute like it's been absolutely shit. Rankings do not matter anymore in the UFC. Rankings mean like do not mean shit. Like what I don't remember really like the last time. I mean, there has been fights where like there's been a definite number one contender obviously for a title, but it has not been happening like a lot recently. Like so many title fights in like the past months that have just like passed the past months, right? We haven't even had like a real number one contender going up against their champion of the division. Like I'll give you an example right now. I'll give you an example right now. Diego Lopez, number two. Movsar Evloev, sorry, was ranked number one. I'm going to talk about both the fights with Volkanovski. When he fought Alexander Volkanovski the first time, I honestly still thought Movsar Evloev should have been the guy to fight Volk over Diego Lopez, even though Lopez obviously was more deserving back then, but Movsar was just the guy who had more wins, and he had more wins over Diego. But I don't remember why they gave Diego the shot over Movsar. I don't remember. I think there was something like Movsar wasn't ready to fight or something. I don't remember. Because it feels weird why they didn't give Movsar the shot over Diego. But still, Diego had more of an argument to get this title shot. And yeah, he lost to Volkanovski. And you're not expecting Diego Lopez to get probably a shot after, like, he has to win at least 3 more fights. Like, we thought that was going to be, like, the direction of Diego. Maybe 2. But he comes back, has a great win over Gene Silva. Gene Silva, a big star coming up. Diego Lopez is the first guy in the UFC to beat him, and also he KO'd him. And they win is aging well. Gene Silva just beat Arnold Allen. Arnold Allen is a great win, but we didn't expect Diego Lopez to like get a title shot right after that too. Volkanovski, we were expecting him to fight Movsar Evloev, who's literally the number one ranked guy in the division for I think he's been for a while now, and has I think the best resume right now to get a title shot at featherweight. And they gave the shot to Diego Lopez. Even Lerone Murphy. Like, even though Lerone Murphy I thought wasn't the most deserving guy as well. I mean, but he was more deserving than Diego Lopez was, and I'd be more fine with that fight happening. But no, they gave it to Diego Lopez again. Diego Lopez did not deserve that title shot, even though I think it's still Diego Lopez is like one of the, like he's gonna be in my opinion he'll be the next best featherweight when Volkanovski leaves. I think Diego Lopez, just Volkanovski's style it's Diego Lopez's kryptonite in my opinion. That's Volkanovski's style is not good for Diego Lopez. Other than that, we've seen Diego Lopez have incredible fights. I know he has that one loss to Movsar Evloev in his debut, but that's his debut fight, guys. He has experience in the UFC. I think he can beat Movsar in the near future. Diego Lopez is going to be the next big fighter in featherweight once Volk leaves. But anyways, still a good win by Volk. Beating Diego Lopez 2 times is not an easy task. Diego Lopez went through people like crazy. Diego Lopez is a legit title contender. Don't get me wrong. He wasn't just some bum thrown to Volkanovski. But Movsar Evloev was that guy to get the title shot next. Even now, I think him fighting Lerone Murphy is like, man, like should he be fighting Lerone Murphy right now, or should he be already getting the title shot? Like I kind of find it ridiculous. Movsar still has to fight somebody else to get that title shot over Volkanovski. And like Lerone obviously needs to fight one more person. I don't think beating Aaron Pico should get you that title shot. But Movsar did pull out of that fight. Lerone Murphy took it on short notice, and I guess that's why Movsar isn't getting the title shot. And he has to go through an undefeated Lerone Murphy, which I think is going to be a great fight. It's going to be happening in UFC England in March. But anyways, whatever. We're talking about the rankings right now of why they're shit. And yeah, but yeah, Movsar Evloev should have gotten the title shot. Even that first Diego Lopez one, in my opinion, he should have gotten it a while ago. And it really pisses me off. It really pisses me off about that. And what else? Oh yeah, let's go to the pound for pound rankings real quick. So we have the pound for pound rankings right here. I have some problems with this, by the way. The pound for pound rankings I have actually this is terrible rankings in my opinion. Some of them deserve to be where they're at, but like, you know, some of them deserve to be where they're at, but some of them are just like very questionable. Like, why? How are you in this position? So first off, is the Makhachev number one guy? I absolutely agree. He deserves being pound for pound number one. Ilia Topuria deserves to be pound for pound number two. Has the best 3-fight win streak in UFC history, in my opinion. Double champ, won 2 weight classes, undefeated. Khamzat Chimaev, though, how the fuck is he above Volkan Pereira? How is he above Volkan Pereira? Khamzat Chimaev, don't get me wrong, I picture him like I'd picture him in like the top of the pound for pound list anyways in the coming like in his future of the UFC. But right now it's like, bro, you should not be above Alexander Volkanovski. You should not be above him at all. Khamzat Chimaev's best wins consist of who? Gilbert Burns in a brawl. Gilbert, like, it was a great fight. This is like when Gilbert Burns was very good. He beat Gilbert Burns in that war. Then his win after that was what? Kevin Holland. And then he took a year off after that. And who else did he fight? Fought Kamaru Usman, who wasn't even the pound for pound rankings anymore, on short notice, middleweight, by the way. Arguably lost that fight. Who else did he fight? Yeah, he fought Whitaker a year later after that. That Whitaker win was good. I'll give him that. And then he beat Dricus Du Plessis to win the belt. Du Plessis was a good champ. Chimaev, I'm not flaming him as in he has bad wins, but just by getting the title, just by winning the title and being undefeated should not bring you all the way to number 3. I get Ilia Topuria is at number 2, and some people might say, oh, that might be like too high and shit like that, but he has really good wins. Like, all the wins he had were in the pound for pound list at the time. He had wins over Alexander Volkanovski, who was really high. I think he was number 3 in the pound for pound list, I think, at the time. Max Holloway, who was still in the pound for pound list. I don't know if Charles Oliveira was in the pound for pound list. Like, when Ilia fought him, he might have been like number 15. Actually, no, he might have just been like borderline pound for pound, but he wasn't, though. But still, Oliveira was still high in his division, and he beat him with ease. And yeah, that's how you like Khamzat Chimaev shouldn't be up here. Like, Volkanovski should not be below him when he has 2 wins over Diego Lopez, 2-time featherweight champion, only lost to the number 1 and 2 guys. He only lost to the number 1 and 2 guys. Has a win over Max Holloway 3 times, who's in the pound for pound list right now, and is Volk's overall legacy and being active as it is. He should be at the number 3 spot. Alex Pereira maybe because maybe actually no. Alex Pereira should still be above Khamzat Chimaev, in my opinion. He should still be above Khamzat Chimaev. I think Chimaev, you can give him number 5. I think number 5 is fair. Peter Yan, Merab, I'm happy that, these are, I think this is pretty good pound for pound rankings. I think that is very good. Tom Aspinall, I love Tom Aspinall, but you know what? I'm not biased. I am not biased at all. When it comes to the UFC, like my favorite UFC fighters, I will speak the truth. Tom Aspinall does not deserve to be number 8, like, at all. Like, I get it. He's beat everyone. He like almost like he's won every fight. Every fight he's won in the UFC, it's always been like a 1-minute finish or a really dominant round 1 finish. I get it, but it shouldn't be that high. Like, his wins, even though he has been his top guys at heavyweight in really impressive fashion, there's so many other, like, because I believe in other divisions that it's way better than the heavyweight division is. Tom is just the guy that stands out in heavyweight, and heavyweight is not that great. Heavyweight is like mid, but Aspinall at least makes them look easy. It's only when you get to like the top 3 that's like who are the really good heavyweights. Aspinall has done incredible work in the heavyweight division, but like, man, I don't think he should be at number 8. That is crazy, especially because it's been like a while. He's been inactive. He just he beat Curtis Blades for the interim belt. That should put him on the pound for pound list. And he's champ, obviously. He's champ, obviously. So yeah, he then got promoted heavyweight champ. Then the Cyril Gane fight happened. He got poked in the eye. He didn't win the fight. So like, I feel like Tom Aspinall at number 8. I feel like Pantoja should still be above Aspinall. And like, yeah, it's like, because Aspinall didn't lose, but here's the thing though, he shouldn't be this high. That's kind of crazy in my opinion. He hasn't had like a successful defense yet, and like, It's actually crazy to me. That's crazy to me, and I don't know why Dricus du Plessis is below Magomed Ankalaev. This is weird. The rankings are just so weird. They honestly are. The rankings are just so weird. I don't know why du Plessis lower than Ankalaev. I don't know. But yeah, let's go to another division now. Speaking of welterweight, Shavkat's gone. I talked about how Colby Covington is still in, like, look at this. How the fuck is he still in the top 15? He has 0 wins over any of these guys. He's lost to Usman and Edwards. Like, and he's inactive as fuck, but you get Shavkat out of there, which makes no sense. Like, I understand putting him down a bit, but come on, man. And also, yeah, lightweight, by the way. I want to talk about freaking lightweight. First off, Justin Gaethje as the interim champion now is actually crazy. Like, think about it. Max Holloway and Charles Oliveira literally beat Justin Gaethje, but he got that fight over Paddy Pimblett. I mean, he got that fight with Paddy Pimblett to become interim. Like Gaethje's number one. Gaethje's very good, but bro, how are Charles Oliveira and Max Holloway fighting for a BMF belt, and Gaethje's fighting Pimblett, who arguably didn't even deserve that interim title shot? Like, and Gaethje's fighting Ilya. I believe that Gaethje, I think, is still a very high level contender in the lightweight division. Obviously not in his prime anymore. He's still very good, but how is Oliveira and Max Holloway fighting for a BMF belt? You're fighting for an interim belt and now gonna get a title shot. How the fuck, like Arman, like this pisses me off more. Arman Sarukian has wins over Charles Oliveira, Beneil Dariush, who's still pretty high in the rankings, and Dan Hooker in a very dominant fashion. And Gaethje just like cut the line by beating Paddy Pimblett. Like, Paddy Pimblett, don't get me wrong, that's a great win, but that should have been like a regular fight. Shouldn't even been for a belt. And then when they asked Dana about, oh, what do you think about looks like that fights, we don't dictate fights by rankings anymore. Like the rankings do not even matter. Dana White's like, oh, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Dana White doesn't even care when they ask him about the rankings. Like, he just ignores, basically, like, shrugs off the question. Like, how the fuck is Arman Sarukian? Like, how is Gaethje above Sarukian now? It makes no sense. Like, Max Holloway should be above Gaethje. He KO'd Gaethje. He KO'd Gaethje, first of all. Beat Poirier. He beat Poirier on his last fight when Poirier was, like, I think ranked number 3 or something. Still, Max Holloway right now is coming off wins at lightweight, and Gaethje's one of them, and he's number 4. And yeah, and then what else? Like, come on, man. Gaethje, by the way, got that interim title shot after being Fiziev, coming off that Max Holloway loss. Fiziev was like what, number 13 at the time? He's number 13 on the short. I know, like, man, rankings really do not mean anything. Like, they really don't. And also, I want back to welterweight. I want to talk about that one time when what is it? Colby Covington. This is another Colby Covington rant. Remember when Belal Muhammad freaking what is it? Before Belal Muhammad got his title shot, he had to go like beat almost everyone. Like, I mean, Belal had like to go through like a lot of people at welterweight. While Colby Covington just got to sit on his ass, fight Jorge Masvidal, and win that fight in a pretty dull fight, and he got a title shot against Leon Edwards instead of Belal. Well, Belal had to go through Gilbert Burns, Vicente Luque. He had to go through Sean Brady on his come up. He had to go through he fought someone else. Who did he? I said Gilbert Burns, right? Who else did he fought someone else? Stephen Thompson when he was there. Belal had to go like at the time. Belal was literally beating everyone high ranked in his path. Well, Colby Covington lost to Usman twice, beats Masvidal. Oh, I had to sit out for nearly 2 years. I had a title shot over Belal, and because Covington has that star power. And here's the thing: people like flame on Belal for being like a boring fighter. I don't like. What other really exciting fight has Covington had besides the Usman fights? Like, really? Besides that first Usman fight, the second one was pretty good, but like Covington got that shit over Belal Muhammad. They flame Belal Muhammad for being boring. First off, Belal Muhammad I don't think is that boring. He is boring, don't get me wrong, but he's not that boring. Like, he's I feel like fighters hate on Belal too much because He is kind of annoying sometimes, but still, Bilal's a good guy. He's a great fighter. And, like, I guess because, yeah, Colby had that star power, but Colby Covington doesn't really have the greatest fights. We saw in that Leon Edwards fight. That was dull as fuck. Like, that's who he gave the title shot to. And then, even when Hamza Chimaev got his title shot, I want to talk about this. Nasruddin Imavov had wins over, who was it? It was, fuck, how did I forget? Nasruddin Imavov had wins over Jared Cannonier, Israel Adesanya, Roman Dolidze. When Dolidze is not that good as everyone thought, but yeah, he has wins over those guys. And Brandon Allen, he had a win over Brandon Allen as well, and he was number 1 ranked. They gave Chimaev the title shot after beating a short notice Usman and beating Whitaker in round 1. Whitaker's still a great win, don't get me wrong, but he just cut the line, and Imavov got, like, Imavov was really number 1. And Chimaev got the title shot over him. Rankings do not matter. And also, back to welterweight, I am hearing more reports. I'm actually thinking we're probably going to get Usman and Makhachev, which really pisses me the fuck off. Because look at Ian Gary. He's literally number 2 in the division. Has probably I'm hearing even talks about Michael Morales getting a welterweight title shot over Ian Gary. Protez too. What is this? Ian Gary has the best resume for a title shot at welterweight right now, besides maybe Shavkat. Or he arguably does have a better resume than Shavkat at welterweight, but Shavkat has that win over him. But anyways, Gary has a win over Jeff Neal, still ranked, has a win over Neil Magny. He's been a gatekeeper in welterweight for a long time. He's no longer ranked, but still, at the time, the way he did it, great win by Ian Gary, short notice as well. Beat Carlos Prates, the only guy in the UFC to beat Carlos Prates. Hasn't even been, and Prates has really KO'd everyone in his path. Just beat Bilal Muhammad. Who else did he beat? Has a win over Michael Venom Page, who for some reason is back in welterweight fighting Sam Patterson. Like, brother, like, you just beat Jared Cannonier, and why the fuck are we giving Sam Patterson MVP now? Like, can we, like, let Sam Patterson get some more? I feel like Michael Venom Page is going to do his classic performance, hit a few strikes on Sam Patterson, like, emote for the majority of the round. Like, that's how it's going to be, and Sam Patterson's freaking hype train's going to be gone, just like that. I don't know why he's fighting, like, a non-ranked guy now. Like, we couldn't do him versus Adesanya. But anyways, he has a win over MVP, the only guy as well to beat MVP in the UFC. Ian Gary has 2 people he has wins over that he's the only guy to beat them in the UFC. And Daniel Rodriguez, who's number 14, who Ian Gary KO'd in round 1. He has the best resume. And we're talking about fucking Kamaru Usman, whose last win was Joaquin Buckley. Joaquin Buckley's still a great win. Good win to come back with. That's a good start. But he had a 3-fight losing streak before that, inactive, lost to Chimaev. He had a good fight with Chimaev, don't get me wrong, but lost to Leon Edwards twice in a row before. And his last win before that was Colby Covington, who hasn't even been fighting. Like, Usman needs to fight someone else. He needs to fight someone else. I do not, like, if we actually seriously get Kamaru Usman, look at him. He's number 7 now. He's number 7. Ian Gary's number 2. We're obviously not going to say Jack Della Maddalena right now because he literally just got dominated by Islam. Ian Gary is, like, this will prove, if Kamaru Usman gets the title shot over Ian Gary, this will just prove rankings don't really fucking matter. This will just prove even more my point. Ian Gary should be getting this title shot. Has a better resume than Morales in the division right now. Has a better resume than Carlos Prates in the division. And literally come on. If Ian Gary gets, like, doesn't get the title shot, it'd be crazy. Because look, first off, Ian Gary and Islam Makhachev is literally like the next Conor versus Khabib 2. It's basically like that. A more friendly one, obviously. I don't think it'll be as dark at the press conferences like freaking Conor and Khabib was. Conor was saying shit about Khabib and all that stuff. That was a really dark times in the UFC when that press conference would happen after the fight. But yeah, it will be like a Khabib Conor too, but a more friendly way. I think a very good fight, and it's better than a Kamaru Usman fight because we don't even know. Like, Usman did look good against Joaquin Buckley, but this isn't a prime, like, champion Usman where Islam is moving up to face him. Like, this is just number 7 coming off winning against Joaquin Buckley, Kamaru Usman. In good fashion, though, but still. He's number 7. That doesn't sound good. Number 7 ranked, not even the pound-for-pound list. Kamaru Usman's going to skip over Ian Machado Gary, who has literally wins over killers in the division right now. And he gets this title shot over Ian Gary. Over the number 2 guy. Like, I'm sick of that shit. Stop doing this, UFC. Like, the Jones-Miocic fight pissed me off so much because, like, these guys are not in their fighting primes anymore. This isn't a prime Stipe. We're literally skipping over someone in their prime like Tom Aspinall to give fucking old man Stipe a title shot, and he didn't even look good. We wasted a main event for that just because they're, the name, Jones and Stipe. A blast from the past. Like, what the hell? Number 8 Stipe, wow. You haven't fought in 4 years. We'll give you the shot over Tom Aspinall, who literally just KO'd a top 5 contender in 1 minute, and Curtis Blades to defend the interim belt. It means jack shit. It means jack shit. Even like with, like, for example, Alex Pereira right here, right? Remember that fight with Khalil Rountree, right? Khalil Rountree was number fucking 8 when he got the title shot. Where was Ankalaev at? Why Ankalaev was like number 1? They gave him a fight with Alexander like, what's also crazy is Ankalaev and Alex Pereira fought on the same month. They could have fought against each other. They were both fighting at the same time. They gave freaking Ankalaev Rakic. They gave him Rakic. And Rakic he did not deserve to get a number 1 contender spot as well. Coming off like 2 losses and being inactive as hell. And they gave the title shot to Khalil Rountree. Rountree was literally like number 8 at the time. It's like, what the hell? This doesn't mean shit. Oh yeah, and as well, let's see here. Paulo Costa. Paulo Costa is going to move up to light heavyweight now and fight who is it? Azamat Murzakanov. He's number 12 here, by the way, but he's moving up to all the way to light heavyweight. He gets the number 6 spot. Why? Let these fighters like work for their rank. Like let's actually like make fights that are like, let's use our fucking rankings properly. It doesn't mean shit. The fuck is Michael Chandler still ranked too? Like, holy shit. Like, it means nothing. Tai Tuivasa as well, number 15. The guy has lost 6 fights in a row. And also, let's not forget, he took a year and a half off because I don't even know why the hell was Tai Tuivasa gone, but they removed Shavkat from the welterweight rankings. Why is Tai Tuivasa still here? Makes no sense. The guy's lost 6 in a row, and he's number 15. Last one is against Derek Lewis in 2022. What the hell? But yeah, that is my it's my video talking about like how rankings just do not mean shit in the UFC anymore, and like how bullshit it is. It's like when's the last time you've really seen like a number 1, like the real number 1 contender get a title shot against the champ? Like, I understand it's happened, but it's like once in a while. It's never like, oh yeah, every time it's the number 1 guy. Like, I don't know. It's just really the whole rankings thing is so stupid to me now. It doesn't even matter. But yeah, that is the end of my video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. Peace out.